Is a week that shapes culture, trends, and the evolution of American fashion. New York Fashion Week just wrapped up, and joining us today is one of the models that got a chance to walk and strut the runway, Michigan native model and creator Kaylin Graham. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
It's very surreal to be back home and talk all things New York, fashion, and everything I love.
Of course.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Let's get into it. You
Yes.
were one of thousands of models who walked the runway for New York
Yes.
Fashion Week. What was it like being a part of the show?
You know, with New York Fashion Week, for any of us, is the most busiest time. It's for New York a week, but some models are traveling across the globe for Fashion Week. For me, it is just fun just to hang out with everyone, see some of the most inspiring creatives, the most inspiring designs, and just have a good time. Typically, we're so busy, we don't really think about it while we're in the moment, but afterwards, it's such a beautiful time.
Yes, and here are some of the slays from Fashion Week here.
Yes.
I absolutely love this outfit. Is the
Thank
cowboy
you.
hat your signature?
The cowboy hat has become a signature.
I love it.
It's an alter ego I call Cowboy K,
Oh,
but
yes.
it's my favorite of my aesthetics I've taken on so far.
Love that so much. Talk a little bit more about the shows. How long did it take for you to get ready? Were there any
Yes.
differences with the shows?
So the shows are organized chaos. Everyone's running around, but it's so beautiful. We typically are at a show or working the show maybe about an hour, but sometimes from call time to we wrap could be maybe a 10-hour day. But some models are doing 4 or 5 shows per day. Fortunately, I'm able to take my time, appreciate it, pace myself, and really just soak it all in.
That's so cool. And I mean, it's already not easy to attend New York Fashion Week, but to
Definitely.
actually be able to walk in the show is incredible. How did you get this opportunity?
Well, I definitely have to give all thanks to just being a stylish individual, but living in New York City, you meet countless individuals and they all are so well connected and just are super nice and just super genuine. The fashion industry is just about a community and uplifting each other, celebrating each other, so it's just great.
Yes, and speaking of that, how did you get into modeling and fashion? Have you always had a passion for both, or did you just kind of fall into it?
Yeah, it's definitely a part of my heritage. My grandmother was a seamstress. The women in my life hugely inspire me. The pursuit of fashion was a means for me to just tell stories and communicate. I grew up very shy. So through style, I can add words, countless words to just express myself. And it's the love of my life.
Yes, and I mean, as you can see from the video on the screen here, you slay on and off the runway. I specifically love what you wore to the Beyonce concert last year,
Yes.
and I feel like every time you post, the outfits just give every time. So talk about where you find the inspiration and how you go about putting these fits together.
It's quite complicated because I can't describe it. It comes from somewhere inside of me. I usually have an idea that I can't Pinterest the video, a reference, but the Beyonce concert was actually one of the first outfits I actually made by hand. And I'm
What?
by no means a designer, but I spent a week just sewing and gluing, just putting that together. And thankfully, Queen Bee herself, she acknowledged it. Her team was so gracious. As you can see, they shared me on some of their content online and on her website. So I'm just so grateful. But yes, it's just expressing and telling stories is my only intention through fashion.
And nothing says you slay other than a shout out from Queen Bee herself, right?
100%. You know it.
Now, you also have your very own brand, Uncovered Media. Tell us
Yes.
about that.
Yeah, so this is the passion project of a lifetime. I'm so happy to pursue this work. We wanted to celebrate and highlight underrepresented creatives and uncover their stories and experiences in hopes to inspire a sense of community and encouragement. I have found my success just by remaining authentic and being aware of what influences and inspires me. So I wanted a space to share those stories and share that knowledge for others to leverage on their success journeys.
Yes, and what's next for this brand? I know you're working on Uncovered Conversations, is
Yes,
it?
exactly. So Uncover Conversations will be 7 volumes of stories from the most and talented and creative people that have inspired me and some friends that are supporting me on this project. So next year, we are very excited to launch and hopefully have all of you viewing this project and being inspired along with this.
Yes, looking forward to it. Where can people keep up with you and all that you are doing?
Yeah, so I spend most of my time engaging with everyone on Instagram at Kaylin Graham, and then TikTok at King Kaylin Graham. But I'm all over, and I just appreciate all the love and support, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the social media.
Yes, Kaylin Graham, keep slaying, and thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us.
so
We
much for
appreciate
having
it.
me.